This is episode 35 of the Arts Academy podcast with Victor Varnado and Roxxy Haze. How to film by yourself with special guest Canice Nnanna. Here with Canice Nnanna. So before we get into that, like tell them, because you film most of your stuff by yourself, right?
Absolutely.
So
90% of what I do is by myself or whatnot.
Yeah.
So when I do the videos that you pulled up or whatever, where I'm doing the trending topics and the commentary or whatnot, where I'm commenting on whatever happened, that is literally just a tripod holding my phone. You go on Amazon, get you a tripod that gets however high, or a monopod, whatever you need, but also get the iPhone holder on top of it, so you go right on in.
I actually, we all.
Everybody's got one.
Hold on.
Look at that, guys. Look at this in the background.
I got my spotlight here. Yeah.
Wait, you got a light on yours?
No. So this is let me show.
That's a clown.
Yeah. So I got this. I got this from Walmart for $8.
$8.
Spotlight, and then got a clamp, and I clamp it onto my tripod, and I have the mounts that Canice was talking about. I actually have the link, so I'm gonna send y'all that. And what do you have, Victor?
I have one that has. I use it a lot because it has a tripod. It extends. It has a full ball head on it, so it has full. You can fully do whatever you want to. Twist it all around, and it has a remote, so I can take it off and I can work. I can Bluetooth and work the camera remotely. So it's pretty decent. I like it. I also have a light, but I don't have it hooked up to the camera. Hooked up to this right now.
You have an actual light.
I have a little ring light that I put on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be hooking it up with softbox lights or whatever. So I'll pick it up and show you. I got to set it up. But I mean, whatever works. Them ring lights do great. I see people do that, and they're portable. So when you're on the road and stuff like that, it's easy to pack in your So I would definitely recommend a ring light too as well. And they're not too expensive too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. You can get one for like $25 now. It's not going to be great, but you can.
And it's a diffuser too, right?
I've used a lamp. Like I'll just get a lamp from Walmart and just take the little top part off, and then I'll get the 2-part lamp so I can kind of move it. It's a whole lot of stuff you can do with that. Also, if you don't have a tripod, like you were saying, you can lean it on a stack of books.
Yes.
And I also just found this, and I've done it before, but not with a coffee cup. I did it with a credit card holder. Let me share my screen again. Wait, am I still sharing the screen? Hold on.
No.
Stop screen. You cut the top part of a coffee cup, and you lean it in there. And it looks like this. So you cut like 2 little slits on the side, and you just put your phone right there. Yep.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Normally when I'm in a hotel, I just set it up by the TV of whatever shelf is on, so it's a little high, so I could go ahead and do that anytime I'm on the road or whatever. So if I can't bring my monopod, but my monopod is short. How long does yours get up to, Vic?
Mine is about I would say about 3.5 feet, maybe 4 feet.
Okay, yeah, because I can run it somewhere around like 5 to 6 or whatever, just to make sure it gets me if I needed that. But yeah, I would definitely say some of those portable guys is cheap and durable. So yeah, most definitely.
Makes sense.
How do you too, Wanda? So yes, filming by yourself is pretty much easy. All you really need is your phone, your apps, and some light of some sort, whether it's the sunlight, or you could have the lamp like you said, or try to use the house lights, whatever it takes to get it done. Because for the most part, what they want to see when it comes to content is really something that's entertaining. And as long as the sound is at least quality, at least good enough, with just your phone to project. But as long as the sound quality is at least good, they'll give it a look. You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
Victor, what were we saying about most phones now? They filter out background noise, right?
Yeah, most phones are made to filter out as much background noise as possible. So your phone sound is actually not that bad. And in fact, working on some TV shows, we would do temporary voiceovers like straight into people's phones, and sometimes those made it to broadcast because they sounded fine if you were just like in a quiet-ish place with a phone. Yeah,
that makes sense. And then I also wanted to talk about like slight pre-production for when you film by yourself. The best thing to do is at least have an outline. Like you should at least have an outline what you're going to do. For most of it, you're going to be doing it in your house. You don't need like a full shot list or anything like that, but just write out what you're going to do, kind of write out what you're going to say. It just makes it easier to film, especially if you do kind of what I do, where you're going to be playing multiple characters. So this was all shot like in different parts of my living room, like / bedroom type area. And I'm not going to play the audio because it's not important, but I'm just going to kind of show y'all how I did each shot. So I shot each of these with some of the shots I shot with my tripod when I was standing up. When I was sitting down, I literally leaned it on a book. One of them, when I'm doing the yoga character, I leaned it on my bed post thing. And then one of them, I was just holding it. That's another thing that you can just hold your phone. Nobody expects like great quality from Instagram videos, because you got to remember it's something quick that they're going to look at and then they're going to keep scrolling. So like it doesn't have to be movie quality. A lot of people are like, I don't have a great phone. It really doesn't matter. It does not matter. Just get the content up. People just want content, especially now during the quarantine. Like people want content and they want consistent content. And if you're a comedian, because I know there's a lot of comedians watching, that should be one of your focuses during this, is to be creating consistent content that you can post. Shoot stuff. You really don't.
That's true. I wholeheartedly agree. We have a question here.
Yes.
Right. I want to put a video together where two people record singing on separate videos and put together into one. Well, there is a way to do that. In fact, a friend of mine does it. She is a classical musician, and during quarantine, she would record herself playing a piece, then send them that video, and then they would record themselves playing with the video, but then mix their recording, which they were listening to on headphones. They would mix their recording with the video that she had recorded, and so forth and so on, until they had like 5 people, like an orchestra, playing together through quarantine. So, I mean, if it's singing, one of the problems that you have is a delay. So it's hard to record that live if there's a delay. However, if you wanted to record it live, what I would suggest would be having 2 devices, one that you record on and one that you can hear the person that you're recording with on, because then you could play music live and then record both your voice and the signal that you're getting, so that you wouldn't have to deal with delay.
That makes sense. This is wild. I love the video you did with the Chris's of the comic book movies. Oh yeah, so there was a series I was doing where it was me and another me, and I'm just talking to each other, and I did it the same way. Recorded me, then recorded the other me, and then cropped them together really quickly. So it's very, very easy to film by yourself. Adobe Premiere, would you suggest that Donna does that video she just asked in Premiere? Or she could do that in Adobe Rush, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it in Adobe Rush. You can also do it in Adobe Premiere. The main thing is that you, like the first version I was talking about, you record yourself separately, and then you send that recording to other people who then add to the audio and or video.
That makes sense. I want a green screen. Hey, let me put you on game real quick. You don't even need a green screen. You can go get 4 posters from Dollar Tree, tape them up not next to each other nicely, and just get, like I said, get your little spotlight. Like if the lighting is on it, is okay, you'll be fine. You don't have to get an actual green screen. I've also seen people just get some fabric from like Hobby Lobby or something like that. And green screens are actually pretty cheap on Amazon. I got one for like $15. So it's really easy to, what do you have, Canice?
With this, I got it off Amazon. It was pretty cheap. I want to say it was somewhere around $25. I got it a couple of years ago. I got to go check and see if they want the link. It was pretty cheap or whatever. And some of them come in bundles with lights and things like that. So yeah. But yeah, I'll look into that. But yeah, all you really need is the lighting on the green screen. And not only that, TikTok, right?
Yeah.
You can go on TikTok and literally put whatever background you want on something. If it's just like a quick little video you're trying to do, you can put the background as whatever you want. You can save it. You can save a picture or a video and just upload it on there. Save it on there to your phone and take it to Instagram. Do what you like. So yeah.
Yep. And real quick tip with that too, it doesn't have to be green. It just has to be like a bright color that's not found in your skin. So like I've seen people do like purple and whatever. If you got a blue sheet at the house, try it and see if it works. It doesn't have to be super expensive.
Just don't try to wear the same color.
Yeah, don't be stupid. But I know y'all aren't, because y'all are our students and our students are smart. Oh wait, hold on. Yes, this is a very good tip. Thank you, Wanda. Also, pay attention to the sizes and measure when buying backgrounds on Amazon. This just happened to me. I thought it was, I don't know. I was just like, oh, this is cheap. And it was 6 foot by 9 foot. So don't really do that. I couldn't even it was heavy. It was like $60. I don't know what I was thinking. So yeah, make sure you pay attention. Red won't work because most of us have like red undertones under our skin. Also, does photography. If
you really have a whole like studio that you like, say it's in your garage, you don't use your garage, just paint it green. Paint it like that's what my homeboys do. Twin Network, they just painted the entire thing from the floor to the ceiling, so wherever they're at, they can make whatever they want it to be. So yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. And then, can we talk about editing apps real quick? I know we talked about a couple, but I know there are a couple more that you guys use. We talked about Premiere, Adobe Rush, TikTok. Like you said, TikTok is really good for editing, iMovie, and also Canva. Canva, I just found that out that they also do video editing on Canva. Canva's free for most of the features, and so you can edit on there too. Is there anything else that you guys use?
One of my favorite. Go ahead. You can go ahead, Canice.
It like even when it comes to like text or anything like that, or creating a cover art, because some of y'all gonna need that on YouTube. It helps with your click-through ratio, right? Go on over or whatnot, and you can take a picture that you have and create it into over. All you gotta do is just put it into the 16:9 aspect ratio or whatnot, and boom, you're done or whatnot. So that's another little app. Canva is great too because it could go from your phone and it's like synced.
Yeah.
So on your phone, you can bring it up on Canva and you can work better with it on your computer. So I love it.
Yeah. I think that for making Instagram videos, one of my favorite things to do is use apps which are already set up to make Instagram videos in a particular format, and then write something funny around how those apps work. For instance, there's the acapella app which allows you to sing with yourself. Like and where it'll split you up Brady Bunch styles in like a in like a quarter. And so I did a sketch once, a skit in your case.
Sorry.
But basically the idea was it was 4 singers which were all me, and the first guy starts singing, the last guy is the worst singer, and the second guy's the last guy is the worst singer, and they're all harmonizing until you get to the last guy who's just terrible, and then everybody makes fun of him, and then that's basically. But it was just written around an app that already existed, so I got the idea. It looked like there was more production value thrown into it, or it looked like it took more time to make, but really it was just straight up just me using an app that already exists. I did that with an acapella style app. I did that with Adobe Spark Video Creator because they also have an app where you can you can make you can make a video like a slideshow, but then you can also at your computer record voiceover for each slide. So that voiceover can be anything you want. And so that's also just like and it takes like really 10 minutes sitting down there. So in 10 minutes, you could have a funny video.
Makes sense. Somebody said UCut. I haven't used that. Somebody else said KineMaster. Have y'all used any of those before?
I have used whatever the second one's called, KineMaster. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I've used that one before. But I basically use basically use full featured editing programs if I can. Like Adobe Rush is something I use that's super fast and cut down. But I like to use it because it's integrated with my laptop and my desktop and my phone.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And go ahead. No, go ahead.
I absolutely want to add one more thing, because if we're just talking about Instagram, you can also post pictures. Roxy, you know I do these pictures and memes of me or whatever. So it looks like, so basically how he said he was making fun of the acapella app, I'm making fun of all the people that post memes with like something deep. Most of the time they weren't something deep, so I posted something funny but making a serious face or whatever, and I made that a character or whatever. So and it'll be just nothing but BS or whatever when I do it, but it gets a lot of engagement because I post that often. I write so much about it. So the thing is, because I saw Alan in here, Alan Massenberg, he does a thing, he takes a picture and he writes something on a cardboard, so that could also be good. So with apps like that, I use something called Right Behind, right? Like right behind. I also, here's the crazy part, I use Instagram Story.
Yeah.
I literally go on Instagram Story, use their text and everything, save it to my phone, cut it into the aspect ratio of a square, and then post it. So yeah, it's there's many different ways. I try to be as creative as possible without spending money. But some apps you just gonna have to spend that bread.
Yeah. Some apps are like $4.99 to get the premium features, but most of the time
we will spend $40 on one burger, but a $1.99 app, we just hold on.
Where are you going for this burger?
I'm sorry.
That's gonna be delicious. So, do we have any more questions? Because we're about to wrap up.
Oh, somebody said, what camcorders would you suggest?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I personally have a Canon T5i. Before that, I was using a T2i or whatnot. But I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I don't use it anymore.
I'm trapping off my phone, like because it's so easy. I can just use my thumbs, get everything done. It's already on Instagram. Go. But yes, when my brother records me or whatever, if he wants to do a music video, he uses that for sure.
I have an old phone, which all it has on it is apps to make videos. So it's just no, really, it's an old phone, and I actually recently I shot Michael Che with it because I used a phone. But because I had all the apps stored on the phone and it was available, I only had like 2 hours to get ready to go to this thing. I didn't have time to charge up all the batteries for like a super nice camera. But I had an old phone, which was like all loaded up and ready to go. And I just used it and it worked out perfectly. I think that's the best, especially if you're making a lot of content. If you've just got if you have an old phone that you can just dedicate to just being your video editing, shooting, and just have every app available, so you don't have to like be searching through on your regular phone, and then you've got that phone there. You can use its internal storage. You don't have to worry about running out of storage and clearing stuff up on your other phone. Like, it's great.
I'm about to jack my child's phone. She doesn't need it. I'm trying to make money out here, Maya. Okay, you don't need a phone, but that's really smart. That's really smart. Oh, somebody said they still use Snapchat to edit. I forgot about Snapchat as an app, but they do have some good editing features in there. So,
oh yeah, any of those social media apps that have excellent editing features, you should definitely take advantage of whenever you can.
Yay! And so, if there's no more questions, we're going to end this episode. Right? Thank you so much for our guest, Canice Nnanna. Where can they find you, Mr. Nnanna?
On all social media platforms, Canice 100K. You can see it spelled right there. CANICE 100K, 100,000. Could I add something real fast?
Yes.
You guys don't mind. Also, because I know there's a lot of comedians in the comments and watching this, and also people who who are new and want to do videos. I would suggest two things. Number one, don't be precious about your material. This is the internet. People gonna like it or love it, and most of the time they love it. Yeah, I'm saying they're gonna hate it or love it, but most of the time they love it. Just put it out there. You never know who will love it, and especially for comedians, we're so like level steps ahead of everybody because that's how we write jokes. We got to be a step ahead. we're so far in advance, we think that nobody's gonna like this. They will. It's the internet. People go viral over picking their boogers every day. So, and that's true. That's true. Signing deals with Skittles and everything. So, if guys, if you can just put in a lot, I would say put in everything. Put it on social media. Also, last thing, write a lot. Write a lot. Have like a bank of like 10 to 20, even if it's just 5. Have a bank of doing it, because once you start and you get the algorithms rolling in your favor, you want to continuously grow and go. So have a lot of ideas or whatever. So yeah, like for instance, remember when I told you about the character I made with the memes? I have over 200 in the bank. And when it comes to marking sex videos, before I put out one, I have almost 100 punchlines before I pick the best ones. All of them ain't great. I just pick my favorites or the best out of those, and then I make a video. So yes, I would say just volume, put out as much as you can or whatnot. Don't oversaturate social media, but try to like start off with like, 3 or 4 times a week, or have one day where they can expect something out the week from you. And then, move on to maybe 1 a day or whatever, or however it suits you, but just make sure you're consistent. So having a bank, having a thought bank, an idea bank would work. So yeah.
That makes sense. And anything you want to add?
I concur. One of the things that I do is I just have one of those phones that has a stylus, and so when I pull out the stylus on my phone, it automatically becomes a thing where I can write on it. So I just use it like a notepad, and then I put it away, and so then it's all stored. I mean, I agree with everything that Canice says, but I also like to pare things down so that they're easy to do, so that I can repeat them. Because if every time you have to write a note, you have to go find your favorite notebook or whatever, it becomes harder, and then you do it less. And so if I have a notebook on my phone at all times ready to go, it only takes me just pulling it out and I can write immediately. Then I do take notes, and then it works for me.
Yeah. Oh, I do everything on my phone. Everything. So all that list of ideas that I have for like, that little meme thing, they're all on one. Like literally that's what it is. I can search memes, boom, and I write them all down. You see what I'm saying? So whatever idea I have in the day. So most definitely, I agree with that. Everything is on my phone.
I definitely make it way harder. I put everything in my phone, and then I transfer it to my favorite notebook with my favorite pen. I make it, and then I go back to my phone. I make stuff harder than I need to, but whatever works for you, whatever your process is, as long as you get it done, then that is the best process. So thank you everyone for watching this episode of Arts Academy podcast with New York Alt Arts Academy. I am Deputy Headmistress. This is Dean Victor Varnado. Please check us out on artsacademypodcast.com as well as altartsacademy.com. Right?
Exactly.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're good.
I like paper too, Roxxy Haze. So I won this debate. Thank you, everyone. Y'all are great. Y'all have a good afternoon. Happy learning.
Make sure to visit us at artsacademypodcast.com.